All right, so now we are going to be talking about dividing numerical powers. And so we're going to use the property. We've seen it in some of our other examples where I introduced that to you, but it's called quotient of powers. And so what we're looking at is when we take a base, in this case, it's going to be zero point 0.8 or 8/10, and we divide it by that same base. What we're going to do with the powers is subtract it. Okay. So in this case, we have 0.8 to the eighth power, and we're going to divide that by 0.8 to the fourth power. We want an equivalent expression. And so what that would look like is 0.8, and you're going to take the power. So we have 8 minus 4, and that would give us 0.8 equal to 4. Uh-oh, sorry. 0.8 to the fourth power, okay? And so what that tells us is, let me show you what that looks like. We're basically saying that we're taking 0 0.8. Well, first off, we know that we're multiplying by 1. So we have 0.8 times 0.8, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So we're multiplying 8/10 by itself 8 times. So just gonna try to get this here. All right, so we should see 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. And what we're going to do is we're going to divide by 1 times 0.8 4 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And so what this is telling us is we know that if I take any number and divide it by itself, it becomes 1, right? So 1 divided by 1 gives me 1. So I'll cross that off. I have 1.8 up here. I have 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. All right. So we've crossed that out. And what are we left with? We're left with 0.8. And how many times are we multiplying that? 4 times. So notice that that's what we have here. So we're just cross canceling out what we have in common with our denominator and the numerator. So taking out what we have as far as the same and leaving the difference, so that we can go on and figure out what that answer is. So in this case, 0.8, so we can just plug in zero point 0.8. Remember, yx means exponent, and we're going to plug in the 4, and that will give us 0.4096. So that is also the answer. So we can write it as 0.8 to the fourth power. We can also go on and solve for it, and it would be 0.4096. So either one of those is an equivalent expression to this one here.